Listen closely. Every man reaches a moment in life when he feels powerless, when he feels unseen, unheard, and disconnected from himself. The world outside looks overwhelming. Responsibilities, relationships, failures, and expectations pressing down on your shoulders. And in these moments, most men search for external answers. They try to fix their lives by chasing money, by chasing recognition, by chasing approval, by chasing women. But let me tell you something, you will never hold the world in your hands until you have learned to hold yourself together. Strength does not begin with what you lift in the gym or how hard you work at your job. True strength begins inside. It begins in silence, in discipline, in the ability to face pain without running, to face loneliness without breaking, to face temptation without surrendering. Inner strength is not given to you by the world. It is forged in the fire of your struggles. And here is the secret. Once you master your inner strength, everything else follows. Respect follows, stability follows, love follows, purpose follows, purpose follows. So today, I will take you on a journey through 6 lessons, 6 pillars of inner strength. And if you listen, if you apply them, your life will no longer feel like a burden. It will feel like a mission. That is why they keep the TV running in the background. That is why they scroll endlessly on their phones. That is why they look for noise, distractions, constant activity. Because silence exposes what is within them. And if what is within them is chaos, insecurity, and fear, silence becomes unbearable. But silence is the very ground where inner strength grows. When you allow yourself to sit in silence, you begin to hear the truth of your own mind. You realize how restless you are. You realize how many thoughts attack you every second. And if you run from silence, you will never learn how to command your own mind. The Shaolin monks spend hours every day in silence. Why? Because silence is the forge where self-mastery is built. When you sit still, when you watch your breath, when you refuse to escape into distraction, you are training your spirit. You are telling yourself, I am not afraid of myself. I can stand still. I can endure. Inner strength does not begin by controlling the world. It begins by controlling your reactions to it. And that control is only born when you practice silence. If you want to be unshakable, start here. Take 10 minutes each morning. No phone, no music. Just sit. Watch your breath. Watch your thoughts. Watch the discomfort. Slowly, you will realize that you are stronger than your impulses. You are stronger than your cravings. You are stronger than your emotions. And when you have mastered silence, you have mastered the first step of inner strength. Desire is endless. If you follow desire, you will always be chasing, never arriving. One woman will not be enough. One paycheck will not be enough. One victory will not be enough. Desire multiplies itself. And if you are controlled by it, you are a slave. Discipline is the sword that cuts through desire. It is the ability to say no, even when every part of you screams yes. It is the decision to wake up early when the bed is warm, to train your body when your mind wants comfort, to study when your friends are wasting time. Many young men today are lost because they confuse freedom with indulgence. They think freedom means doing whatever you feel like. But true freedom is only possible through discipline. When you are disciplined, you are not ruled by impulses. You are not manipulated by pleasure. You are not chained by weakness. Every time you choose discipline over desire, you strengthen the walls of your inner fortress. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to carry a presence that others can feel. And this is why high-value men stand out. Not because of money, not because of looks, but because their discipline radiates. It makes them magnetic. It makes them trustworthy. It makes them powerful. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your teacher. It sharpens you, humbles you, and reveals what you are truly made of. Yet most men spend their lives running from pain. They numb themselves with alcohol, with meaningless relationships, with distractions, with excuses. But every time you run from pain, you run from your own growth. When you accept pain, you transform it. The workout that hurts your muscles makes them stronger. The heartbreak that shatters your heart teaches you depth and patience. The failure that breaks your pride gives you wisdom. The man who avoids pain stays small. The man who embraces pain becomes unbreakable. This is the Shaolin path, to see pain not as suffering, but as a form of awakening. Inner strength is built when you walk through fire and emerge not bitter, but sharper. We live in a time where the masculine spirit is being lost. Men are distracted, weakened, and ashamed of their strength. They are told to suppress their fire, to play safe, to seek comfort. But without the masculine spirit, the world collapses, discipline collapses, families collapse, society collapses. Reclaiming your masculine spirit means standing tall in discipline, in courage, in responsibility. It means becoming a protector, a leader, a builder, not a consumer, not a complainer. The masculine spirit is not about dominance. It is about direction. It is about carrying weight that others cannot carry. When a man reclaims the spirit, he no longer seeks validation from the outside. His presence itself is validation. He becomes the anchor in the storm. He becomes the fire in the cold. He becomes the strength that others can depend on. And this is inner strength in its most radiant form. You can lie to others, you can play roles, you can wear masks, but you cannot lie to the mirror. The mirror reflects the truth of your habits, your choices, your neglects, and most men avoid the mirror. Not the physical one, but the mirror of self-honesty. Facing the mirror means confronting your excuses. It means admitting that I'm not where I want to be because of me. Not because of the economy, not because of women, not because of luck, because of you. Inner strength is impossible without radical honesty. The moment you stop blaming others, you reclaim your power. Because if you are the reason you are weak, you can also be the reason you become strong. At the end of the day, everything comes down to choice. Life is not determined by fate. It is shaped by the small choices you make every day. Do you wake up or do you snooze? Do you train or do you delay? Do you study or do you scroll? And day by day you are building either a prison or a fortress. The man with inner strength does not wait for the perfect moment. He chooses, he acts, he commits, and his life reflects the accumulation of those deliberate choices. This is your power, to choose, to redirect, to rebuild. So now I ask you, are you ready to stop running? Are you ready to stop hiding? Are you ready to build your inner strength so that everything else in your life will follow? This path is not easy. It will test you. It will strip you, but it will also transform you. And once you taste the power of inner strength, you will never go back to weakness. If this message reached you, then do not keep it to yourself. Like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with a brother who needs it, and subscribe because this is not the end of your journey. It is only the beginning.